power of delayed gratification and how it's relevant to boxing. Well, delayed gratification means you're not going to get the reward for a long time. Well, not necessarily. Sometimes you get things a lot quicker, but most of the time it's going to take a very long time before you get good. In this situation, it's going to be boxing and fighting. It's going to be a really long time before you get to the nationals, before you get to the state championships, before you get to the internet, like before you turn pro, like before you get good and start really like just dominating everybody. Like it's gonna take a long time. And I don't know, I got hit in the eye, so my eyes kind of red. So just in case you're wondering, but anyway, getting back to delayed gratification. It's a common thing I've noticed, common theme that I've noticed amongst many boxers that I'm around. In any gym, I'm not even like down talking flawless, just young athletes. A very common thing is that they're unable to be consistent. Very unable to be consistent for a prolonged period of time. Because if you can be consistent on something for a prolonged period of time, then eventually you're gonna get good at it. That's kind of the whole purpose of delayed gratification, right? You try something for a long time, you try, you fail, you try, you fail, you try, you fail, you try, you fail, and then you try, and then one day you succeed. Success could be winning a fight, could be getting a knockout, could be developing more power, more speed, getting down to weight. It's so much aspects of boxing that you can have success in. However, I want to say I'm not making this number up, but 95% of modern day boxers lack the ability to pursue delayed gratification. I don't know if that's the correct sentence, but they lack the ability to be patient and wait for, well, not even wait, because you're still actively working towards something, but they're too impatient and they want the things now, so they quit, they cut off, they don't go to the gym for a week or 2 weeks or a month, and then you'll see them again. They'll come, they'll go, they'll come, they'll go, but they're never consistent. In boxing, probably honestly in any sport, like you have to live the life of a fighter. You can't just like come and go as you please. Being I'm talking about if you want to be good, if you want to be like notable, if you want to be somebody that people talk about, someone that people respect. If you want to get good, then you have to show up every day for years and years and years and years and years and years. And guess what? You know what that means? That means you're gonna sacrifice on many social outings. That means you're gonna have to lose out on picking out, eating whatever you want. You're gonna have to you're gonna have to lose out on a girlfriend sometimes, parties, families, birthdays. Like you're basically gonna miss it all. And that's a lot for most people to do consistently for like their whole young life. So I don't even really blame nobody for not being able to go through with delayed gratification. Like, and what I mean by that is like people will come to the gym. They'll do good for a couple few months, and they start noticing them getting better. I'm like, oh damn, like I could see so and so actually being a really good fighter. But then one day comes around, let's say they have a good fight, they win a fight, and then you don't see them for 2 months or 3 months or even a few weeks. And what that does is that it's like you keep trying to get better, then you stop. Keep trying to get better, then you go back down. Keep trying to get better, then you go back down. Like it's like a never-ending battle. So you're always just like around this level, you know. You might get a tiny bit better, because once you even if practicing something a few times a year, you're gonna get better, but very, very, very minimal. Like you're basically gonna plateau or not plateau. You're basically gonna be stuck at the level that you're at for your whole career. And that means you might not even ever turn pro. Or who cares? Let's say you don't even want to turn pro. You might just not ever like win a national championship. Or I don't know what you want, but basically you're just gonna be that one kid in the gym that fought every now and then. Is that what you want for yourself? I mean, if you don't take boxing that seriously, that's fine. You know, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to actually get good, if you're serious about boxing, if you really like you can't expect to develop these skills and not put in the fucking work. Like it just doesn't work like that. You can't complain and wish to be a national champion, a world champion, a pro boxer, or even just being able to land a 1-2. Yeah, just being able to land a 1-2 with power in a clean, precise way. Like you can't expect any of that if you don't put in the work. And you can't just put in the work for a few months. You have to put in the work consistently. And if you put in the work consistently, you're gonna get good. There's no way you won't get good. You'll get good at anything just practicing every day. And I could go. I'm 5'8". I was never meant to play basketball, but I could go outside. There's like the little park behind my house. I go outside and shoot 3-pointers all day, and I'll probably suck for the first 100, or shoot maybe in the first 200, 300, whatever. But after 400 throws, I'm gonna eventually start making a lot of 3-pointers. Eventually, probably most of them. After 500 shots, I'll probably actually have a decent 3-point shot. I mean, I don't know that for sure, but like basically that's what's gonna happen. I'm going to get better and better and better. After 1,000 3-pointers, I'm definitely gonna be landing most threes because I put in the work. It took me time, but I put in the work. And that's what I like about boxing. It's not like other sports, because in other sports you do need to be tall, or you do need to be super fast, or you do need to be super athletic, or you do need, you don't really need all that with boxing. So long as you have 2 legs, 2 feet, 2 arms, 2 hands, you're a healthy person, you can find a style for your body type. Assuming you're just a healthy human being, of course, you can find a style that works for you, so long as you work hard. But it might mean that you have to work 2 or 3 times as hard. Me personally, I have to work 3 times as hard and damn near be perfect just to be just as good as the next guy. So that's why it pisses me off that I see all this talent around me, young talent. Like, damn, bro, I wish I had your reach. I wish I had your speed. I wish I had your power. I wish I had like your reactions, like your reaction speed. Like, I wish I had all these things you have naturally, but I didn't get any of it, bro. I didn't get any of it. I'm not naturally fast, naturally strong, naturally fast reactions. I was like I had no coordination. Basically, I'm not super big. I'm small. I'm not like a big power puncher. There's nothing special about me. So it really pisses me off when I see all this natural power, natural speed, natural ability. I'm like, damn, bro, you're moving as good as I am now. Like I have a different level of IQ because I've been doing it for a while, but like you're fucking moving smooth as fuck. Like you're moving like as good as I am now. And I'm talking about purely physically, by the way. I'm not talking about like tactically or strategically, obviously. But like, bro, like you have all the physical side down. Now you just have to put in the work for a little bit longer. Or like, for example, someone could just naturally be, if you're naturally a really good athlete, boxing is just gonna be a lot easier to learn because you can have natural power, natural speed, natural movement. You're gonna be well coordinated. If you're just naturally supposed to be an athlete, you're gonna have a great time, even in boxing. It's still gonna be hard. It's still gonna suck most of the time. But like, damn, bro, like you have all this talent, and you're just gonna throw it away. You have all this talent, all this goddamn talent that I worked 20 years to even just to be competitive with you. not even to be better than you, just to be competitive with you. And you're just gonna give up all of it because you want to go to some girl's birthday party, because you want to go to that party, because you want to go on vacation, because you just don't want to be disciplined right now because you're young, and you want to eat In and Out or Chick-fil-A or I don't know what you eat, but basically you're unwilling to be disciplined for a prolonged period of time in order to achieve a certain goal. That part right there is what makes me different from not even most fighters, but from most people in the modern young generation. Like, I really feel like people lack the ability to have, to even experience delayed gratification. Obviously, there's exceptions to everything. Obviously, I'm generalizing. Um, I'm not saying the whole world is like this, but I find like um, most young people are like this. Like they just want it now, 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 now. Probably because of social media. Like we get instant gratification, instant dopamine releases, instant dopamine hits all the time, from likes and comments and shares. But it's a big problem. I feel like I'm a dying breed for sure. I'm not special at all. The only thing special about me is my mindset. I know that if I continue to work on one thing for a prolonged period of time, eventually I'm gonna have success. Eventually I'm gonna get good at it. Eventually I'm gonna get really good at it. Eventually I could even be able to achieve everything I ever wanted from that certain aspect of my life. Um, I found so obviously for boxing, I was freaking terrible at first. Like I was not supposed to be a boxer. Like physically speaking, I was not supposed to be a boxer. But I got good after 19 years, 20 really to be exact. And I just kept trying and trying and trying, and eventually I got good. I wasn't good for many. I was freaking terrible for many years. For many years. I want to say, I would even say the first 10. And then the last 10, I got decent and good. Same thing for sponsor hunting. When I first, I'm not gonna go into the side tangent, but when I first started to learn how to find sponsors, I was freaking terrible. Everybody was saying no, shutting the door in my face. Nobody was messing with me. Nobody had, and like, cause I didn't know what I was doing. I was just trying. Like I had no idea what I was doing. So like out of 100 businesses, the first 50 plus said no, and then the last 50 maybe one said yes, and then I finally had success. And so I tried it again. Whole bunch more failure, then I had a success. Tried it again, had a whole bunch more failure, then a little bit more success, and each time was a little bit less rough. But that's the thing about delayed gratification. People can't, the modern generation can't like get past a little bit of failure, a little bit of struggle, a little bit of bumps in the road. Like they really, they I don't know what it is. Like I feel like the modern generation just like is really missing out on the beauty of delayed gratification. So really the message behind all of this is that if you can focus on one thing for a prolonged period of time and focus on that one thing, whether it be fighting, whether it be school, getting a 4 year college degree, getting a doctorate, there's so many things in life that you can focus on. Delayed gratification, if you can do that, if you can be patient and put in the work and try and make one thing happen, then you're gonna be unstoppable because very few people have that skill. That's all I got.